welcome back to my channel. Today I have crazy hair because I wanted to share with you how I curl my hair. My hair specifically is, and you'll see I'm going to take it down, is very long and very thick. You can see super thick. My hair tends to tangle really easily. It's a little hard to manage, but such is life. But I actually really love it. It goes even almost to my waist. Yeah, pretty well to my waist. So I thought it might be interesting to show you how I curl my hair, how to curl really sort of thick, long, trouble to maintain hair. So the things I use to curl my hair are, I don't even use that many products actually, now that I'm like looking around. Man, there's not really that much stuff. I use the Chi Iron Guard spray. I've been using this stuff for a long time. It's really nice. It almost acts like a hairspray. It's almost like a hairspray meets a dry shampoo, or a hairspray meets like a texturizing spray meets Iron Guard. It's really a great product. It smells really nice. It gives your hair that little bit of texture, enough texture that it'll hold the curl, as well as like a little bit of sort of like hairspray qualities, which is really cool, which is really awesome. I should also mention my hair is, I want to say I have right now like one day hair. I didn't wash it yesterday, but I washed it the day before. A lot of people say that it's best to curl hair when your hair's a little bit dirty, when, you know, you've kind of like lived in it a little bit. I mean, you're gonna curl your hair when you need to curl your hair. I kind of find that, yes, maybe when my hair's a little bit dirtier, it holds the curl a little bit better, but if you're using hairspray and like texturizing spray and stuff, you'll be fine. The other thing I use, speaking of hairspray, is the Tresemme 24-hour body hairspray. I'm almost out of this. This stuff is great too. I find that it really holds the curls, it really holds whatever style I'm using it for, and doesn't leave those like white flakes. Obviously, I also use a brush. I just use a regular brush. I don't really use any of like the round brushes because we're not really blow drying our hair. Also, obviously, a curling wand. I like to use a curling wand. You could use a curling iron as well. I've been using the Remington curling wand. And here she is. I'm currently heating her up to about 400 degrees, which sounds insane. It sounds like nutso, but stay. The first thing I'm going to do is divide my hair into 4 sections, and I just find when you have a lot of hair, it's long, it's sort of in the way, it's kind of best to divide and conquer. So what I do is a little divide there, and I try to make it as even as possible. I give it a little twist, and then I just put her up. Cool. This is hilarious. You know how I feel like a little bit? Xenon, remember Xenon, girl of the 21st century? Except I think she had her hair up in 2 buns. This is so funny. Alright, now that you look like a weird Minnie Mouse, you should have 4 semi-equal parts. Not a huge deal if they're not equal. I have a bit of hair here. My cat is like so nervous. Go up into your bed, it's all right. So hair here, here, and here. Perfect. Doesn't really matter what section you start with. I tend to start with my left side. I'm gonna take my brush and just give it a little bit of a brush through. Okay, so then what I'll do next is I'll take my Chi Iron Guard and I'll just give a little spray to the hair. And again, because this also sort of acts like a hairspray, I don't tend to spray too much of it. I want it to obviously cover the hair from root to tip, but I don't go nuts and like drench my hair in it. And then I just give it a little bit of a brush through so that it just evenly coats all of my hair. And already it just feels so nice. So I'm going to take my curling wand. I'm going to take a chunk of the hair. And I'm just going to give it a curl. I wrap from the bottom, trying to stay as close to the root as possible, but you can always, especially with a curling one, you can kind of pull up a little bit, yeah, so that it gets a little closer to the roots. And then curl it up to the top. You could also even just twist your curling iron a little bit in toward your scalp and just hold it there. Obviously the curling wand is super hot, so be really, really careful. I know a lot of curling wands come with gloves, a glove that you can put on the hand that's like doing the holding of the hair. I take my chances. I live life on the edge, and I don't use the mitt, but if you're feeling like your hand is a little too close to the heat, or if you don't have a lot of experience using a curling wand, then I would definitely recommend using the mitt. Better safe than sorry. I usually hold this here for anywhere from, I don't know, like 30 seconds to 70 seconds, depending on where it is and like where the section is. With these longer pieces, because they're long and quite heavy, I tend to hold the curl a little bit longer. And then just let it go, and you'll see it makes a really pretty curl. And I'll just continue doing that for this section. And as you can see, because I divided the hair up pretty evenly, I would say I could probably divide this, and then yeah, at the end of the day only have to do 3 curls on this side, which is nice. Ooh, it's nice doing it next to the bed because I can rest my elbow. Let her go. So cute. So those are the curls on this side. So what I'll do now before I move to the other side is just give it a little bit of spray with hairspray. Now, depending on how long I need the curls to last, sometimes I'll immediately after taking them off the wand pin them up. But for an everyday sort of loose curl look, I'll just kind of let them hang, and if I need to do touch-ups at the end, that's fine. I'm going to move on to the other side doing exactly the same thing. So now up to the top sections. I'm going to do my left side first. So again, I'm going to give this side a little bit of a brush out so it's not super tangly and it's easy to separate. And of course, you don't have to curl all of your hair the same direction. I like to curl all my pieces in the same direction just because then it makes it easy for me to go back. For the most part, you know, I may have 1 or 2 curls that are in the opposite direction, but then it just makes it sort of easy for me to go back if during the day 1 or 2 curls start to come out, or if I feel like certain pieces need to be curled a little bit more. I don't have to kind of figure out which direction they're curled in. All right, so I'm going to take the iron guard again and spray. I'm going to start at the back. And just like I did with the bottom, I'm just going to start grabbing pieces. And as you can see, I grabbed a piece or part of an already curled hair strand. But again, because I'm curling them all pretty well in the same direction, I never fuss too much about it. Pieces. I know a lot of people advise curling away from your face because it just sort of opens up your face a little bit more. Personal preference, I actually like to curl in toward my face just because it's easier for me to manipulate my hair and manipulate the wand. Also, I don't just leave my hair sort of like parted in the middle or parted on the side and just leave it. I tend to flip my hair a lot, or I'll pin pieces back. So for me personally, it doesn't really matter. I think both look really pretty. I mean, curling away from your face definitely keeps the curls from falling in toward your face and keeps your face nice and open, and it's very like Farrah Fawcett-y. So what I'm going to do now that one side is done is I'm obviously going to give this just a spray. And when you're doing the other side, these curls will fall a little bit more, and then if you want them to be a bit curlier, you can always go in again. Good. All right. Side number 2. Both sides are curled. As you can see, this piece is like serious. I'm gonna give the whole thing now a little spray with a little extra on my my right side. Now, some people like to brush out their curls, and again, that's complete personal preference. I tend to like to keep my curls piecey and very together, just like that look a little bit more. So what I'll do is, if I plan on just keeping my hair down, I'll just give it a little zhuzh like you just saw and just let it fall throughout the day. Or sometimes what I like to do is I'll pin back pieces and just do a little bit of a half up, half down look, or kind of just pull the whole front part back. I like curling the whole of my hair because then it frees up whatever style I want to do, and if I want to just keep it down like this, I can. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you really soon. Bye.